Evening, folks. How is everyone? Hold on a second. You like this t-shirt? Gotta love Christmas. It actually works with the job. Anyway. It's not much better. Now you can see my screensaver, which is... Can you tell what it is? Doesn't matter. Damned if I don't. Do you not know who this is? Great song. With a slip of the tongue, he's in deep shit. Paying attention. Anyway, welcome folks. How is everyone? We are going to take a look tonight at a Boulevard product. This is their more-smores. The out the front bottle opener, courtesy of Kickstarter, is company name on here. Flip Tools. That's who it was, Flip Tools. I'll actually do a review on this because I like this. I got the boy one for Christmas too. Anyway, we are going to take a look at this lovely brew, which is in, of course, the lugi-bormioli porter and stout glass. Damn, she is dark. You know what? Ugh. Well, I was going to move it up to a higher caliber flashlight. But no, I'm not, because it's all the way in the corner and I don't feel like bending over. Because I'm old and fat and I have a bad back. Anyway, we know that this thing goes a hell of a lot of lumens. And it is barely cracking this. Look how deep and dark that color is. Look at that. It's kind of hard with the backlight on it. So on a 1 to 100, this thing is well on her way, and I just blinded myself because I'm a shit for brains is a good word, I think. Well on her way into the 90s on this. So shrunk the screen down. Let's blow her back up. Boulevard Brewing, more-smores, barrel-aged imperial stout. Well, I do like barrel-aged imperial stouts. Sometimes the most delicious treats come from the simplest ingredients. More-smores brings the wonder of beer and the magic of s'mores to life in a single bottle. The perfect combination for late evenings around the fire. Works for me. The ABV is 11.8. That really works for me if I'm sitting around the fire with my feet warming up. The IBUs are 32. The EBC, which they don't give us, but we're saying she is well into the 90s, which makes this a dark beer, 54 degrees. That's right about where I want to drink something this dark. I've said it before, and especially with like these boozy ones, you can knock it back a few, 50. But somewhere between 50 and 55 on these is usually a good place to start. Knucklehead, there is nothing for you to eat there. Crazy ass dog. They did not give me much more than that on here, so I did wind up having to scroll around the internet, Untapped of all places. And I don't know how old this post is because it doesn't have a date on it. It does give us the ingredients though, so thank you, Untapped folks. It doesn't even tell me who it is. Sometimes the most delicious treats come from the simplest ingredients. More-smores, blah-blah, blah-blah, blah-blah. The malts are going to be pale, amber, cara, chocolate, rye, wheat, and oats. That sounds like it's going to smooth this out and make it really, really nice. We'll have to see with that high ABV on the back end now. Sometimes it can get boozy. And the hops are going to be Magnum and Topaz. The adjuncts are graham cracker, toasted sugar, and s'more flavors. As in s'more the cookie, not some more, and I'm just too lazy and contracted the word down like ghetto speak. So, that being said, Biden time. Let's get that sniffer up in there, see what we got going on. She gets boozy right on the nose. Holy crap. But I am pulling chocolate. Dark chocolate. Dark, rich chocolate nose, not burnt chocolate. We did one recently that had a burnt chocolate nose. This has not burnt. It's hard to get anything past the booze coming off of here, man. I don't want to put a match over the top of this and be drinking a flaming s'more. She does smell acceptable. So we are drinking out of the lugi-bormioli porter and stout glass, which is, of course, nucleated. If you look on the bottom, he has his signature, and then there's 8 dimples in there, and the nucleation from the dimples just means it releases the gases in a pretty pattern over the course of you swelling it down. Looks like she might lace well. She did have that creamy caramel colored head. You know, I'm going to say this, and it's going to sound odd, but I'm picking up nutty. Chocolate nuts. And not like peanuts, like Brazil, maybe? Brazil? Doesn't matter. It's a 12% beer. Looks like it's going to lace really nice. Looks like it's going to be delicious. So, with a slip of the tongue, right? That's a Faster Pussycat, by the way. Faster Pussycat. Slip of the tongue. How could you not? Cherry. That's what I want in my winter warmer stouts. This thing is rich and thick. Viscosity wise, think like you have to have real maple syrup, not that shit that comes in a Mrs. Butterworth bottle, which they don't make anymore because of racism. But think rich like warm maple syrup. Okay, so it's not super thin and fast. It comes in and it just coats everything. Tongue, sublingual, soft palate, intradental, extradental, buccal, everything, all the way back to the back of the throat. And cherry is what popped. That was the weird thing. I don't know where cherry came from in this. Really, really good. Solid. I would have guessed her is slightly more bitter than 32. But again, she's bitter like dark chocolate. The graham cracker and sugar and stuff is all kind of blended in. Well, it's a s'more, right? Hello, dumbass. So it's kind of melanged in there. Surprisingly, she's dry. The inside of my teeth have now turned to chalk. And the flavor doesn't linger as long as you would think. So for something this viscous coming in, she's really fast. Yeah, I'm going to say fast, not even medium fast, because it's only a couple of seconds and it's gone. Now, to cap that off, she's dirty on the back end. She is a dirty, dirty girl. So when he said the slip of the tongue, he was in shit. That's what you get with dirty, dirty girls sometimes. Just saying. I think on the next poll, we're going to be able to get her to lace up for us. This is a really good beer. I like this beer. I wish I had more than one sitting in it. No, I got another barrel age sitting out there, but not these. These are limited release. I should probably grab a couple more of these. Really good. So as far as campfire beers go, if you're just going to sit outside at the fire pit in the backyard or whatever, nighttime temps here are down into the 40s now. This would be perfect. And like I've said before, when I drink outside at night, a lot of times I just leave the beer out, let it pick up ambient temperature. Right now it's probably 50 degrees out. Perfect 50 degree beer. So, oof, so good. The sugar does kick in. The sweetness is getting there. So she has an interesting flavor profile. I don't know where the nutty aroma came from, nor do I know where the cherry pop came from. Now that might have been in the barreling. I don't know what they barreled these in. So a lot of times they're bourbon barrels, but it might not have been. That's why I don't like when they don't tell me, man. But, really good beer. And 11.8, she's 2 in its rack time, basically. That would kind of make this Big Papa's version of Benadryl. Wow. Yeah. Might be a bit... The cherry and the sugar just kicked in right there, right in the sublingual and lower intradental. Oof. Good, though. As far as the boozy aroma and the boozy hit, it's not on the back end. It must be burning off as you're taking it in, because when it hits the back of the throat, it doesn't have a boozy finish. So, all in all, I'm going to say she's a really, really good beer, if a bit sweet. So, like a dessert beer or a pastry beer. Although, we've had a lot of bad pastry beverages, bad pastry ciders, bad pastry beers. Basically, anything that says pie on it is usually going to be not on my go-to. And I only bought one of these because it's s'mores. I didn't realize it was going to be good. So, squizzy. I'm going to give this beer a... Would I drink this beer again? Yes. Would I buy this beer again? Well, I just told you I'm going to have to go grab a couple of more because it's a limited release. So yes. Would I like to try it on tap? Yes. If you handed this to me out of the cooler, what would I say? I would say thank you, but why did you have this in the cooler when it's perfectly suited for the ambient temperature outside? Other than that, I would have said thank you, and don't let anyone else drink my beer from now on. That's it, folks. So she is a solid. She's really good. I'm going to go buy another. I can't give her a 4. Let's give her a 4. And it's the sweet that knocks it back. If she wasn't so sweet, would she be the perfect beer? Well, she definitely hits all the notes. Full, rich, fast, dirty, complex, interesting flavor profile. surprising flavor notes popping. Normally, all of those would drive you to the top of the list, right? Because you would just say, wow, this is really, that's fucking cool, man. So yeah, we're going to knock back a 1/4 point for the sweetness. If you like the sweetness, go for it. Otherwise, I'm giving it a 4.75. I think this is an outstanding beer. I recommend that you grab one if you see one in the store and try it for yourself. And remember, these fuckers don't pay me or give me free swag or nothing. This is just straight dope. I think I paid $3 for the bottle, maybe less. Usually these come in 4, or I think these might come in 6s. The ones I have in the garage come in 4-packs, and the 4-pack was $16, I think. This might be a $3 or $4 bottle of beer. Is it worth it? Yes, it's delicious. Okay, we're done with beer. So if you want to hang on, I'm just going to bullshit a little, or you can always just bail. Stony, I got your message, dude, and I thought you were just fucking around. I didn't. You know, people say 7 foot of snow in Buffalo. 7 foot of snow in Buffalo is like normal. It's Buffalo. I hope you guys are okay, man. Anybody who's still here, you got a second, send your thoughts and prayers out to Stony Vineyards over on YouTube. Really, really good guy. Really nice fellow. We go back and forth. Put his ass buried in his house, and I hope he has power, and I hope he has heat, and I know for a fact he's got food, because I follow his channel, and the man likes to grill, and a man who likes to grill and brew his own beer is going to have comestibles in his house. He thinks ahead, so hopefully those guys are all okay. If you have a minute, please just drop some positive energy to the universe, or thoughts and prayers to the big man upstairs, whatever floats your boat. Well, let's hope Stoney's doing okay. Well, and his old lady and his family and his pups, because he was telling me about his pup is 15, can't jump in his lap like Sancho jumps in my lap all the time. You notice he jumped up on the bed because there's no room here for him to jump on my lap. Otherwise, he'd be like, is it for me? No, it's not for you. It's 12% alcohol, you little friggin' alcoholic. Wonder how we wound up in this house, huh? All right, folks. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas. I really do. I hope you took the meaning to heart. It might not have been the most, what's the word they used? Bougie. Might not have been the most bougie Christmas for everyone. Pretty sure bougie means bourgeoisie, which roughly just translates to middle class, if I'm not wrong. But I could be wrong. Anyway, they use bougie like it's nouveau rich, so nouveau riche, sorry. So I don't understand these people. I just honestly don't. But New Year is coming, right? So we're going to keep the vibe up and keep the positive energy flowing into the universe, right? The main thing, the evil, the dark side, the main thing, the people that we don't particularly favor feed on is negative energy, and we ain't feeding them. Please don't feed the shitbags. Okay, keep that positive energy up, man. You've been here before. You know we always say, happy, healthy, safe, right? Honorable, dutiful, and vigilant. So you're always keeping your shit square and tight and patching up the holes in your game plan that need to be patched, and making sure you got a little extra just in case, because again, the door will be knocked upon. And then of course there's situational awareness. You want to stay aware. You want to know what's going on. You want to keep your head on a swivel. You want to pay attention to everything, including what's going on outside of your personal perimeter. You always want to be the gray man and fly low and slow under the radar. It's going to come in handy. And then of course, handy because it's hot and handy. So these are the important things. Thank you for coming by and putting some eyeballs on here. You and my people, and I love you, and I always want you to be those big 3 by 3 by 3, or as Runner would say, the big 3 by 3. Ron, I hope you had a really good Christmas, brother. Um, yeah, that's all I got. Other than the rest of this really delicious beer that I'm going to finish because I really like that. And we might as well just play out Slip of the Tongue by a Faster Pussycat. It breaks my heart though because it doesn't piss off Screwtube anymore since I've been playing them off of Screwtube. And they would give me copyright strikes. And I'm like, but I played it off your fucking channel. And I gave you all the information. Oh well. Every life a little rain must fall. Maybe there's a screw tuber out there who watches my shit and then he gets upset when he can't give me a copyright strike. Oh yeah, baby. We ain't done yet. Best is yet to come. Skol.